I'm Pastor Apollo Oluoch. I have been pastoring for about 12 years, and I involve in meetings of pastors and church leaders. I do organize such meetings, and we invite leaders from various churches, trying to root them in biblical doctrine. Yes, here in Kenya, almost 70% of the churches that are here in Kenya are sects. They are African traditional religions, and only about 30% are true churches. And because of this, there is a big need, a great need for training of church leaders, because you find that these churches, they have leaders and they call themselves the church. They are the church. So they based their faith on different grounds. Some of them based their faith on animals, on trees, on spirits, on spirits of the dead, things like those. And you know, they are the ones who have the majority. You find that they teach their members to believe on their forefathers who died a long time ago. So they still believe on the spirits of the dead. They are being controlled by those spirits. And at times when one of them may become sick, they would also run to the diviners. They like to believe on something which they can see. So what they do normally is to believe. They put all their faith, all their belief on what they can see. So you will find someone, he call himself a pastor, or he call himself a bishop of the overseer, but he is the diviner at the same time. And he is the leader of that church. So many members come to him, he prophesies for them, he tells them about other things through those secrets. And you find that these members again pay him, and he is the leader. So they have a number of people, because we have so many people who are suffering, who are sickly, and they need help. So now they run to these people, this kind of leaders, church leaders, because they rely on what they can see. At the same time, they know that they worship God. And they know they worship God. At the same time, they mixed up worshiping of God and worshiping of spirits. Eventually, you find that they depend so much on these things than how they depend on God. What I would also like to add is that we have so many churches in Kenya, especially Kisumu and Bondo here. We have so many churches whose faith are based on tradition and on other things than how they based their faith on God. Even though they know that the living God is existing, but because they can't see that God, because God is invisible, they run to what they can see. And what is misleading these people so much are leaders of these churches. Because what their leaders teach them is what they follow. So I would ask you, as the leader of ITEM, to at least continue with what you are doing more repeatedly, here in Kenya especially, so that these leaders, we can help them. Because like myself, I can reach them, they know me, and whenever I invite them to the meeting, they can attend. But you find that these people, they have the majority in their churches, and they mislead their members, their followers, they mislead them. But if you can get them, and you come, and you teach them, and you root them in the biblical doctrine, I believe that these people will transform, and we will have a true church here in Kenya.